Go.
Okay, so in zoos, when animals have behavior problems, wild animals, they go in and they give them a lot of environmental enrichment things to do. Lots of things for food seeking and where they have to work for their food. It's sort of like us, like, you know, if you didn't do anything fulfilling in life or use your brain, you wouldn't be very happy. So they make them hunt for their food or work for their food or just do other puzzle things, just using their brain, sometimes the training. But here's some I wanted to talk about some activity toys that can help fill up some of that mental energy and physical energy throughout the day. So I wanted to kind of go over some of them that are available. Kong has a lot of really nice products. If you guys have, or you're going to have a big chewer, the black Kongs are the strongest. So if you have a dog that's going to really chew up, you know, and take pieces, which is dangerous and swallow, the black Kongs are the thing. This is the Kong Wobbler. It's hard. You unscrew it, you could put their kibble if your dog is really food motivated, or you could just put treats in here. If you want to make it harder, you can put a big biscuit in here to block the hole, because there's a hole in the side. So you can put treats in here, and at first when you're doing this with your dogs, make it really easy and maybe show them to get them to like it so they don't give up, if you have a dog that's going to give up. If you have a dog that's timid, this is hard. It's going to make a lot of noise, and it's big. So it may be a little scary, so I would put it on carpet. And maybe if you're a really shy dog, don't start with this one. But what they do, it's like those wobbles from when we were little. They have to knock it around to get the food to fall out. And that's how it works. I think I would call this a supervision toy because it is kind of hard and they can knock into furniture and knock something down and break it. So this is more like when you're home. It also sets off my glass break alarm. So just word to the wise, this is one you pick up when you're not using it. But it is a really good toy. This is a great way to feed them, to use their mental energy. It's very fulfilling, and it's also good for their brain. They're developing right now, and we want to develop their brains for learning and working, and this is very normal dog behavior. So that's good. Here's another one. This one you can get at Giant or Petco. It's softer. I like that. It's got chambers in here. You can put hard treats in here, and they have to roll it to get them to come out. This one's softer, so I like it because you don't get that loudness. So that's that one. If you have a dog that's not going to work hard, it's going to give up easy, this may not be a good one to start with because it is harder. They have to roll it a lot to get the food out. But this is a great way to feed them and not waste all that food opportunity. Because really in the wild they seek food. That's a big part of their life. So that's very fulfilling for them. Like my dog has a little compulsive licking. So I've been adding a lot of activity toys to fulfill him, and that reduces the licking, the paw licking. Twist and Spin is one of my favorites. This is nice rubber. This is a Busybuddy toy. You can get it at Petco or Petmark or online. It unscrews so it's easy to clean. And then you can just slip the treats in there. All different kinds. You can see these are dirty, these are actually mine. And then you can screw it down, and at first I would make it really easy and show them. You have to tip it. My dog likes to pick it up and drop it to make the treats come out. But you can screw it down more to make it harder for them to get it out. So it takes a little bit longer. This is another nice one. And again, I like it because it's nice and soft and easy to clean. Here's your traditional Kong. These are also just good for your labs toys because they were designed originally to bounce funny when you throw them, so they look like prey. So again, that's your normal dog thing to go after them. So some dogs just like to play with it like that. Are you looking at it? The other way you can use it is you can put saran wrap, put it in a mug, put your dog food, a little bit of fat-free, organic, plain yogurt, or canned food, and a couple treats. Cover it, freeze it for your really workers, your really hard workers, and that's how you feed them. So you're having guests, here you go, here's your pacifier for the next hour. Or if you're putting them in the crate, or if you're leaving them. A lot of people feed this way. Again, it makes them work. And if you go to the Kong website, they have all kinds of recipes for making it harder for them to unstuff it. So that's a good toy. Or you can just smear it with cream cheese or the liquid. Again, if you have a dog that's not going to work so hard, you might have to make it easier. So I would start easy, have the treats fall out, and then gradually get harder and harder. But these things are really good for the brain. These are great when you have guests and things. We sell a bunch of puzzle toys here at your Dog's Friend Training Center. And I'm Jenny with Train Your Best Friend, because I'm going to put this on my. This is a Nina Otenson toy. They're expensive, but they're the best ones. I get the plastic ones. She has them in wood. I like plastic so I can use better foods. And this is the Tornado. It has 3 layers. And you fill up each chamber with a treat. And at first you just get them to turn these. And you can encourage them to turn these and empty the little chambers. When they get that, then you can start putting these kind of across so they have to move that and get to the chambers. Little plastic bones. And then when they're really good at it, you put this in, and it takes them a while to get these plastic bones out. It takes my dog now 30 seconds to do this. So when you're getting a puzzle toy, if you have a clever, active dog, get the harder toys, because they're going to learn how to do it like that. So my dog, 30 seconds for this. He can unload the whole thing. But it took a while, and this is something I do sometimes when the servicemen are in the house, when they're a little nervous about it. Again, it's just a good brain game. It's going to develop their brain for learning. Have a nice creative dog, and it's also just a new thing that makes sounds, so we're teaching them to be comfortable with things that make sounds, and we have lots of things in the world that make sound. What I forgot to bring today was I also use foot-long, thickest ones. Bigger is always better with chew things. You don't want things going to break off into little pieces and be chokies and get caught. Bully sticks. They're a natural chew. Some people don't like them. I choose to give them to my dog. I think they're dogs. They should be able to chew on something natural. Is there a certain amount of risk? Yes, there's a certain amount of risk to just about everything going out, walking the dog. I get them at bestbullysticks.com. It's the best price. You don't want to get any natural products at any of the big stores where you don't know where stuff is coming from China. I would go, if you're getting a natural product like a bully stick, which is dried beef tendons, I would go with your better small stores. But I've gone to getting them at bestbullysticks.com because they're cheaper, because they are expensive. Also, the better stores have really thick antlers, and that's a harder chew, and some of the dogs can like those. My dog could care less about that. But some of you guys with like the labs are going to want the harder chews. And that uses up their energy. That's a great thing when you're watching TV. Again, when you have the guest, here's your bully stick, leave us alone, for a little while. So those are great things to use. And that's the